What's good, Mr. Klein? Sorry this took a long time to do. I'm swear I'm a good kid, but just I'm lazy. Sorry. All right, so Black Lives Matter. I learned quite a bit from this. So first of all, we'll just talk about like the first terrible things for African Americans. Slavery, of course, in 1619, which is just the main terrible thing. And then the rise of the cotton industry in 1793 was terrible because slavery was so popular back then, sadly, that so many farmers had, or everyone had slaves on their plantations, so they were picking cotton or growing tobacco. And then post-slavery in the South was very bad too in like 1865. In the South, they still believe that African Americans shouldn't have equal rights. They had to carry a card that had like forms that said you have a job and you have a house, and otherwise you get arrested just walking on the street. And they still couldn't even vote because they had these voting tests. I forget the name of it, but you had to like pass a test to be able to place your vote. And the people would just the people giving out the test, they wouldn't even care like if they did pass it, which they couldn't because they weren't taught how to read. African Americans weren't. But if they saw a white guy, they were just like, you can go vote. And if they saw an African American, they were like, nah, get out of here. All right, so what Black Lives Matter is. Black Lives Matter is just the fight for equality of all races, specifically Black lives right now, because, well, that's how it started with George Zimmerman shooting the Trayvon Austin in 2013. That's how it all started. So it's for Black Lives Matter, basically. And then core principles of it. So it's they're committed, basically all of them summed up, is committed to accepting every type of person, whether it's you're gay or straight, you're white or you're black, or you're a Christian or an atheist. It doesn't matter who you are or where you came from. It's just everyone should be treated the same. And it doesn't matter if you disagree with their rights, or not with their rights. It doesn't matter if you disagree with their beliefs. They should have equal rights. So how Black Lives Matter started, which is 2013 July, when George Zimmerman shot Trayvon Martin, and everyone thought it was a unrightful shooting, which it was, I believe. And then the hashtag came out, hashtag BLM, hashtag Black Lives Matter, and it got everyone talking on how he should be punished. My opinion on Black Lives Matter, I think it's a great idea. It's a great thought. Or not that, it's a great idea. But I agree with their core principles as well. But, I mean, I'm sure they're not promoting the violence that's going on right now, like the looting. Or you see the guy that just pointed a gun in a cop car and shot 2 cops. I'm sure they don't want that happening right now. They want peace and peaceful protests. But it's happening right now. Like looting and stuff is still happening, I'm sure. So I hope that stops. But I do agree with I'm more of an all lives matter, I feel like is a better statement, but Black Lives Matter is more, it makes more sense right now. All right. And then the response to killing of African American people by the police. I believe that so we'll start with just George Floyd. That was terrible. That should never have happened at all. The police overpowered him, like with his, cause I'm a cop, I can do this. And it was terrible. But some of the other ones, such as Jacob Blake, he had a knife and he was lunging into his car. Sure, 7 shots was definitely a lot much. But I heard they tasered him as well, so I don't think the cops should get in too much trouble for. And then the Brennan Taylor one as well. I don't think I don't know if he did get like fired or arrested or anything, but she was caught in a shooting accident, honestly. Like if her boyfriend or whoever was in that room was selling drugs, I believe, and he was shooting at the cops because he thought they were breaking in. I don't think it was terribly not rightful, but obviously she doesn't deserve to be dead. I do not believe most of these were racially motivated. Maybe the George Floyd one might have been a big black dude, and then this white cop who it was probably racially motivated, that one. But the other ones, I don't believe so. The use of excess force. That did happen with the George Floyd one, but I don't believe the other ones are too much use of force. I feel like the cops that are punished all right now, or good right now, because like the George Floyd cop, I forget his name, but he's in jail right now. I know he was fired. I'm pretty sure he's in jail right now, but I don't know how much more you can do to the guy. I don't know what sentence he has or what he's gotten, or what the other cops that were with him have. But I'm pretty sure they're all in jail, so I don't know much more you can do other than have him in jail. Then my thoughts on Brennan Taylor. I kind of just discussed this. I feel like she was in a crossfire, kind of, and she was unlucky. Wrong place, wrong time. It's terrible. She deserved to be dead right now, but that's the outcome that happened. So for the future, for the Black Lives Matter movement, I don't think it'll stop anytime too soon, just because it's still a present day thing. I see like commercials or ads on YouTube a lot, just like Black Lives Matter ads, and then the presidents are the debates right now. So of course they're using that Joe Biden more using that to like his advantage of the terrible things that are going on in the country right now with the Black Lives or African Americans being killed, and using that against Trump. So I just don't think it'll stop too soon. That's all I got, Mr. Klein. Have a good one.